Greetings, traveler. Oh, yes, the weather is a little better now, but I am certainly glad that you stopped off to say hello to me. Welcome, welcome. I I have to apologize. I drank the last of the scotch last night. I hope that a fire is sufficient. Brethren, I come to you tonight a changed man. I am well, proud comes to mind, but you know, pride is one of the seven deadly sins. And I'm not doing this to brag, but I am very happy to report that the brain reprogramming is a success. To give you the Reader's Digest condensed version now, I get lonely and automatically now I focus and channel that energy, and I feel the anger, and then the anger and loneliness fade away. Like I said before, don't tell me I can't do something. I am fully committed to monk mode, and I must honestly say this is one of the best decisions of my life. Now, please do not think that I am a misogynist and want women burned at the stake or with a ball and chain, and the chain's only long enough to lead to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. Oh, hell no. I have no problem with strong, smart, capable women. It's just that with the emotional factor involved, the cost benefit analysis is just too great. I have to admit that I do have plans for the future, but I I I feel that they may not be considered, let us say, mainstream, and that's all I will say. So let us just say discretion is the better part of valor. So, as I record this, this is actually way past the old man's bedtime, but I felt compelled to share this with you because I I literally feel fantastic. And I know any obstacles in my way besides my own fragile psyche are minor and temporary. I have zero worries about the future, and, well, okay, did I get it right? Nope. And it does not bother me to be alone. Now, despite being painfully shy back in the day, it kind of developed that I was the one you could always count on for doing something, party noteworthy. And, well, it wasn't on purpose, but I think it was subconscious. Because being the only black guy around a bunch of white people, it's not always fun. I mean, I'm not trying to be a racist, but I in fact I try to live my life as colorblind as possible. But I am always aware that more than once I have been the only bit of color in the room. And it adds a lot of weight sometimes because I worry. I mean, I'm neither average or conventional, so people are already giving me the stink eye. But I don't want to fuck it up for the next black guy that comes along. So I decided that despite my minor personality quirks that I was going to pursue a life of excellence at work. Now, I've never been fast, but I am patient and thorough. I do not panic. Panic kills. If necessary, I can draw on a knowledge bank. I mean, some among my skills are, a repository of arcane information, Johnny on the spot, and super helper. That they have all come in handy in the past. And I've also adopted a teaching mode from way back. I had one student say, "Damn, I'm surprised. People usually get frustrated with me, but you're showing an incredible amount of patience." I was like, "Well, why should I rush you? If you're trying to learn something, it takes as long as it takes." And I admit, despite describing myself as brilliant but unfocused, you know, I there are things I have issues with. That there's lots of stuff that I don't know, and hopefully you're not reminded of that every day. But I am in isolation because I can handle it. If I slip out of the man cave and visit someplace occasionally, that would be nice. But no, the real friends that you have in your life are the ones that add value. And some people may not understand my withdrawal into monk mode. It's like, well, what are you, antisocial? Are you one of those nasty incels? Are you a homicidal maniac? And are you like Ted Bundy's darker brother? Oh, hell no. Robert, I think his middle initial is J. Ringer, wrote 3 excellent books. I think he wrote 2 of them in the 70s, and I happened to stumble upon one called Winning Through Intimidation. And he readily admits he phrased the title of his book just to get you to buy it. But he says, being the aggressor in an intimidation situation, no, that's not how you want to live. So he shared his knowledge as to people that tried to intimidate you and how you could counter their bullshit, because a lot of times that's all it is. But my friends, do not worry. Now, of course, I'm probably violating another rule number one by saying this, but if you are listening to this, and especially if you're a monk, you're already on the A list. But remember, this is one of the things people forget. You know, if you have to ask if you're on the A list, you're not on the A list. So I was just kind of overwhelmed, and I had to share that I've definitely turned the corner. Oh, yeah, okay. The embarrassment is already over, so I will share with you a little true confessions. Now, I was fortunate enough to get credit approved after my divorce to finally buy a decent truck. And it's been a great load off my mind that, you know, I've got reliable transportation. But there are issues. It's a little different from other vehicles that I've driven before, so lots of power and a wide stance, I should say. So where I live, it snowed all day yesterday, and people show up where I work early to clear the driveway and clear the walking paths and actually sprayed the icer along the path, which was like, hell yeah. So I did remember to get up early and start the truck so I could clean the windshield. But I get to work and oh my gosh, they didn't really scrape a spot here. They just piled up the snow instead. So suddenly the lizard brain part of me says, "Hey, this is, you know, you're in a truck. Drive through that shit." So I tried to, but I slid sideways instead of just going forward. And the forward tires went through pretty good, but the backwards ones were stuck. And it's like, oh, nope, there's a berm here. You're out of luck, Junior. So, bad enough that happened. But then I decided to double down on stupid by putting it in the four-wheel drive and trying to drive out. And I tried a couple times and I didn't really move anywhere, so I just turned the ignition off. I was like, oh well, no problem. I'll dig you out later. So, having violated one of the primary rules, I felt guilty. Oh, the rule is do not do stupid shit with your daily driver. Yes, I forgot for a moment, and that quick, I was done. So, at lunchtime, I punished myself by going outside with a shovel and shoveling a clear path, so I'm good. But now the tire has a slow leak. I'm driving home and suddenly there's a damsel in distress. Damn, my chivalrous instincts took over and I stopped and backed up and helped a little, I did okay. But my tire was going flat. Someone pointed it out to me. I was like, well, okay. So I went right to the tire shop near my house. Said, okay, patch it, I'm on my way. Said, oh, hell no. Sorry, buddy, there's a rip in the sidewall. So I had to buy 2 used tires. At the expense of all the money I had left until payday, just so I could leave. Well, my friend, I am so glad you stopped off for a bit. It's definitely a pleasure. It's been a long day for the old guy, and he's ready to go to sleep. So I apologize for ushering you out the door so quickly. But, well, timing is everything sometimes. So, traveler, as you head down the road, I want you to remember 2 things. The first is something that is gained by careful observation and exposure, and that is red pills have a bitter taste, but it is the taste of freedom. That phrase is one of the main ones that keeps me going now. Because, like I said before, the low level hurt I deal with now is nothing compared to what could be, and more than likely could be, with a meatbag woman. So, I'm good. Yeah, you can just keep that shit. Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can just keep that shit right over there. We're good. And traveler, as you prepare to leave, remember one more thing, which of course is some of the best days of your life haven't happened yet.